Hey everybody, Shifong here with another Rockers update. I'm currently on the road as I went to watch the Rockers play Gastonia on Saturday evening. Um, it was actually a fun experience going there for the first time, being Gastonia's first year as a team. So I've got like a little bit of footage of the game as well as showing off a little bit of the stadium. So this is a little bit of a review of the stadium and just talk about the game. As for the game in general, the Rockers did win this one, and the final score was 12-4, and Rockers were able to win it by blocking a lot of runs in the seventh inning. But let me go over the actual what happened overall. In the bottom of the first, Gastonia was able to get three. In the top of the fourth, High Point got one. The top of the fifth, High Point got two. The sixth inning, High Point got one and Gastonia got one, and that was where the score was 5-4. Then in the top of the seventh inning, High Point was able to get 7 runs in, and one of them is when Johnny Fields was able to get a double with bases loaded, and all three were able to score. Cardullo does hit a single and one scores, and Jerry Mitchell makes a single and one scores. And there were some other plays, but I actually got footage of these, so I'll show it to y'all a little bit later. Anyway, and then there was the top of the ninth where High Point got one more in, and then Gastonia had a chance in a way to get maybe a run in or two in the bottom of the ninth, but it was at the last batter where he hit it deep into right field, and Jared Mitchell was able to catch the ball as he ran into the wall. So yeah, it was a great play. So that was again the Rockers did win it 12-4. The Rockers are currently 16-16 in the series. Gastonia are now 13-18. And that is all of the talk about the game. As for the Honey Hunters Stadium in general, like I said, it was my first time going to the stadium. It was pretty neat going there. Um, I was worried I was going to be the only one there from High Point, but I did find some other people that were a little bit familiar faces that were from the game. One of the Little League teams from High Point played a Little League team in Gastonia earlier that day, so both of those teams were there, so that was pretty neat. But here is a little bit of footage of me showing off at least my seat and a little bit of the stadium at the game. Honey Hunters in next to the dugout. There's a dugout right there. They're not outside yet, but pretty nice stadium here. Got about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows per section, and yeah, pretty nice. Also, there's a grill way over there. I want to see what that's all about. I wonder if it's open right now. Yeah, that was pretty much my seat next to the dugout in the visitor section. The visitor section is on the right side of the field, where home is on the left. At the Rockers is a little bit opposite of that, so I wasn't, expecting that. When it comes to the dugout section itself, the players did not come out from the dugouts. They actually come out from the lockers that are behind the concession stand area. So I did not know that. I was wondering where they were coming from, and they just came out one by one, and both teams, and sometimes both players from different teams walked up together, and talking and blah blah blah. And I thought that was pretty cool. Like they got a chance to properly actually interact with the fans as they come into the field, and yeah, that was just great. So as for the stadium itself, the layout is perfect. It went pretty much from first base to third base, wrapped around with seats. It was only 6 rows, and I'm not sure how many seats per row, but it was nicely packed. And in the home plate section, there's a 2-story building, And the second story is where they have their own version of, the Catalyst Club, kind of like in High Point, and they have like a few rows of seats as well. So they call it the VIP section, I guess. I didn't really catch the name of it. As for the rest of the layout, where the scoreboard was close to the third base area, I'm sorry, first base area. Um, they had a bar and grill, and the bar and grill was an actual restaurant. So when it came to the eighth inning, where normally they would cut off people for beer and sales and stuff, they didn't. They even announced it on the PA system that you can still get beer at the place. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Um, they had a lot of things to do there. They had a nice big kid section with some inflatables they can jump on. They had like a little batting cage. They had some woman doing face painting, and that's all I remember seeing. Um, all the different food vendors were nicely spread out. They had a different variety of food. They had barbecue. They had hot dogs, hamburgers. They even had pizza. And one thing I saw that I didn't really get, I kind of wish I did. They had fried pickles. That was actually kind of yummy. I want to get out a try, but I never did. But yeah, it was a good variety of stuff. They had a few food trucks as well. One of the food trucks had shaved ice that had different flavors, and the other one was, I think, a taco stand. And I'm not sure if that changes out during different games, or maybe they only come out certain games. I don't know, but that's pretty nice to know that they have that. And yeah, it was pretty good crowd. It was almost sold out. Saw a few empty seats, but yeah, it was great. Um, as for the game itself, I was able to catch some of the big plays. So let me show some of that to you. One of the first plays happened to be, whoops, wrong folder. This is when Cardullo was able to get a single while somebody was on bat. So let me show you that.
Yes! Yes! Woo! Another score!
So yeah, that was Cardillo when he was at bat and got his single in the seventh inning. Then a little bit later in that same inning, that was when Johnny Fields does that double with a triple score. What a great play there! Here it is.
Steven! There you go. That's two. That's three. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great play right there. When you hear that guy go, Steven, the actual pitcher's name was Steven, and for a second it confused me because I thought Steven Cardillo was at bat, and both teams were wearing very similar color uniforms, so that's like another reason why it was kind of confusing night for me. Either way, that was a great play from Johnny Fields. The last play I want to show off. This is from Jaron Mitchell. He makes a single, and somebody ends up scoring as well.
Drop, drop. Score. Single and a score. Scores now 11-4.
So yeah, that was near the end of the seventh inning, and like I said, it was 11-4, and they were able to get one more in the top of the ninth. I didn't catch any footage of that, but then again at the bottom of the ninth, with a few people on the bases for Gastonia. The one guy was hopefully almost hit a home run, but ended up getting caught by Jared Mitchell, and we still would have won. Even though they could have gotten at least 3 runs in, and won that one 12-4. So yeah, that was a fun experience. Would I go there at Gastonia again to a Rockers game? If it's on the weekend, yeah, maybe. I might go to a game, period, just to have some fun. It was a fun experience. But anyway, yeah, that was it for this special edition of this video, and I will be making a report on the rest of the series, which ends on Monday when they're done in Gastonia, and then they're off to Long Island uh, to play the Ducks on Tuesday for about 3 games, and then I'll go over that a little bit later. So until then, this is Shifunk signing off, and rock on, Rockers.